What's up, Random Phantom? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're about to get into a pitch meeting I've never seen called Howard the Duck. Doing this because Eternals is out this weekend. I'm actually going to see it tonight, and this is Marvel Howard the Duck, and I actually saw this movie earlier this year. And quite the movie it was. Quite the movie it was, man. It might be one of the worst I've seen so far this year. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this pitch meeting because I know he's going to wreck it, and as well as probably be hilarious. So let's get into the pitch meeting, and we'll have my more official thoughts about it afterwards.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's based on a comic book series called Howard the Duck. Oh, and what's his deal? You're gonna like this. He's a duck, and his name is Howard. That explains the title, making a lot of sense so far. It sure is, sir. So Howard lives on this planet called Duck World, where instead of primates evolving into the primary species, ducks did. Wow, so things must be pretty crazy over there, huh? Nope, everything's exactly the same as here, except with ducks. Oh, it is? Yeah, like we're gonna see that they have breeders of the lost stork, and splash dance, and Birdweiser. Okay. Play Duck? Yeah, Howard's gonna flip through an adult magazine called Play Duck. We're gonna see some fully exposed duck boobs. What? Yeah, well, ducks evolved to have human-like boobs, so, we're gonna want to show those in full detail. Like censored, or? Nope, not censored in any way. We just straight up gotta show them. So this movie with a talking duck, it's not for kids? It might be. Who's to say? I feel like you should say. Well, I'm not gonna, sir. I'm gonna be all over the place with this thing. Fair enough. Howard suddenly gets pulled out of his duck apartment with a frickin' space laser. Oh, he does? Yeah, he just goes flying through the walls. Obviously, we see some more exposed duck boobs on the way. But why, though? And Howard ends up on Earth. So, he's on Earth now. He is, and he's gonna have to deal with a bunch of people, and he's just a defenseless little duck, so he basically gets beat up. Wow. And then a couple of minutes later, he uses some martial arts thing called duck fu to save this girl Beverly, who's being attacked. I thought you said he was just a defenseless duck. Yeah, but that was a completely different scene. I mean, anything goes now. Feels like maybe there should be a bit of consistency. Yeah, well, there's not gonna be, though. Well, okay then. So what's duck fu anyway? It's kung fu, sir, but I changed kung to duck, so it's funny now. So this is a comedy? It sure is, sir. We're gonna have a ton of jokes in this thing. We're talking duck puns. Yeah. Any other kinds of jokes? Or no, absolutely not. Just hundreds of duck puns. A tsunami of duck puns. A duck-nado, if you will. You just replace part of the word tornado with duck on that one. Yeah. That's pretty much the level of effort I put into all of these. So what else happens in the movie? Well, that Beverly girl, she brings him back to her place to sleep. So she's not freaked out by the fact that he's an alien duck? Apparently not. So as soon as he falls asleep, obviously, she goes through his wallet. Why did she do that? Well, because we gotta cram in a couple more duck jokes, There's a blooming duck card. There's a tiny condom. Oh my god. And so the next day she brings him to see her friend Phil, who's a scientist, so they can figure out how to send Howard home. Okay. But then it turns out that Phil is just a lab assistant, so Howard gets all mad at Beverly, and then he's like, well, I guess I'd better find a job now. Well, he's been on Earth like 10 hours, and he's just giving up on getting home. Yeah, he's all done with that now, so he goes to the unemployment office, and they hook him up with some work. He doesn't need any proof of citizenship or of, not being a duck. Apparently not, sir. So they hook him up with a job at an adult erotic spa. What? Yeah, so he goes to work there, but it's super gross because everyone's just doing it all over the place, so he quits immediately. He quits immediately? So what was the point of the whole scene? I don't know. Fair enough. So then Howard spends some more time with Beverly because he's not mad at her anymore for some reason, and let me tell you, things get pretty heated. What, heated? What are you talking about? I mean, they're in bed together, she's in her underwear, she's touching him all over, it gets pretty intimate. Oh, who is this movie for? But then they get interrupted by Phil and some actual scientists, so, they don't get to go all the way. Oh, well, thank goodness for that. I still feel like I might have some bad dreams about it, though. Yeah, I'm gonna have dreams about it, too. Can't help but notice he left out the word bad. Anyway, so the scientist this laser we used at the lab is probably what's safe here, so we'll just go put it in reverse. Oh, it's almost over. Oh, no. Oh, that's too bad. So somehow the laser backfires and goes all crazy, and then the cops show up, and Dr. Jennings, he gets all messed up by the laser. Messed up how? Well, he says he feels like there's a creature inside of him, and he looks like he's boiling or something. Uh-oh. Yeah, it definitely makes it hard for him to drive as he's escaping with Howard and Beverly. Well, why doesn't Beverly drive? Well, how would I know? I thought you might. Well, I don't. So anyway, they finally notice that maybe Jennings is turning into a monster or something, so Beverly's like, well, I think he probably just needs a cup of coffee, so they go to a diner. That makes sense. And so Jennings starts saying things in a growly voice like, I am the Dark Overlord, and I've taken over this guy's body. And Howard and Beverly, they're like, this scientist guy is kind of weird. fear. The alien duck doesn't think that maybe another alien is taking over this guy's body. Apparently not. And then for some reason a fight breaks out and a bunch of people jump into pies that Howard is holding. Why did they do that? Well, I'm pretty sure the arms on the duck costume aren't going to allow for a throwing motion, so people are just going to kind of run into pies. Oh, running into pies is tight. Yeah, and then the Dark Overlord gets super powerful and he kidnaps Beverly. Oh, how come? Well, he says he needs a human body as a host to bring some of his buddies down. So why Beverly specifically? Can't he just grab any human? Yeah, but she's one of the main characters, so... Right, that makes sense. And then Howard and Phil, they're going to have to outrun the police in an ultralight aircraft thing. Okay. For like 25 minutes. Seems a little excessive. Yeah, well, I don't have any other ideas for exciting sequences, so they're just going to do this for like 25 minutes. Like almost hit something and then miss it, and they can't use the aircraft to, fly away. No, they can only fly it a couple of feet above a main road so the chase can happen. Fair enough. For 25 minutes. Right, you said that. And so finally they get to the lab and the Dark Overlord, he's completely messed up Jennings' body. He's all deformed, he has spikes coming out of his back. Oh no. And then he takes his final form as a big alien thing. Wow, so Jennings dies? No, he's fine. But he said he was like boiling and he had spikes coming out of his back. That didn't do anything? Yeah, no, that didn't do anything. Well, okay then. So is it going to be tough for Howard to beat this big alien monster? Actually, it's going to be super easy. Fairly an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, it turns out the lab they're in has this big disintegration gun, so, they just use that, and that takes care of it. Wow. And then at the end of the movie, Howard is now the manager of Beverly's band, and they sing a song called Howard the Duck. Oh, bands love singing songs about their managers. They sure do, sir. So what do you think? Well, it sounds pretty nuts, to be honest. He said it's based on a comic book. That's right, sir, from a company called Marvel. You think we should explore some of their other characters, or? No, I'm telling you, this Duck character, he's the only Marvel property that's going to be worth anything on the big screen. Hey guys, that's here. I hope you like that pitch meeting. There are over 100 episodes of pitch meeting on the channel that you can check out. I also have some other videos on there, so click around. Also, let me know in the comments section what other movies you'd like to see these pitches for. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell button, the button. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
That's funny. Yeah, I will say that the guy who played the villain, as the guy who was getting taken over by the alien, that whole performance was just so bad and cringy. It was, it got so bad. I'm just sitting there, I'm bored. What the heck is this? Oh man, it's definitely one of those movies that you want to see at least once and then never again. I'm so, bad memories come from there through this one. But yeah, the whole duck boob thing, that was super strange too. I'll never yeah, that's something you'll never get out of your head. Oh my gosh. But it's nice for a one-time watch. That's it. Never again. But yeah. There's really not much else to say about Howard the Duck, but yeah, Eternals is out this weekend, so that's why I'm doing the Howard the Duck pitch meeting, since it's Marvel. So yeah, anyways guys, that was my reaction to Howard the Duck pitch meeting. If you are new here and you made it to the end of the video, you can go ahead and check out my channel for other reactions like this, as well as trailer reactions, top 10s, movie reviews, and a bunch of other film-related content. If you are new to subscribing, you can go ahead and click the bell to get notified of future videos. If you are a returning subscriber, I really appreciate you. If you are would like to support me, I have a Patreon that you can support me over there. I give early access to videos and all that kind of stuff. I also have a Twitter where you can follow me. I give updates to the vids, as well as me talk about my favorite movie news. And I have a Discord that you can join and interact with me and a bunch of other people. So just want to say one last time, I appreciate you all. Stay random.